Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful good afternoon all together. It's Wednesday, it's Marcus time, and today we are going to talk how we can use a trading simulator to test our strategies and the most important thing, how we can improve our trading results. I guess because all of us want to improve our trading results. We have the following topics this afternoon. What is basically a trading simulator? How to find a strategy and how you can test this kind of strategy and how you can improve your trading results. Maybe it's in a normal way, it's a technical part, this webinar, but yeah, I guess you know me a little bit more, and people that know me really well, I have a view from the human factor about this topic. But let's see what we can do. And I hope you can make sure that you stay until the end of this webinar, because I want to show you why having a strong strategy leads to fewer emotions like fear or greed when you trade. So my name is Marcus Gabel. I'm a trader, coach, mentor, speaker in Germany and in English. More than 22 years experience right now. And yes, if you want to have more information, click on my homepage, tradingandpersonality.com. And don't forget, I'm a German speaker, you know, so my English is, I do all my best that you can understand me. Okay, in this webinar series, Trading Spotlight, I'm partnering with Admiral Markets, which is a Forex and CFD broker that offers over 8,000 instruments, different financial instruments through one of the world's best trading platforms, MetaTrader 5, and of course, MetaTrader 4. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch this on YouTube, remember to like this video, share it with other traders, and subscribe this channel from Admiral Markets so you will never miss an episode. Okay, guys. Fox, it's nice to meet you here afternoon again. You know, Wednesday afternoon, it's Mark's time. Let's talk about our special topic about the trading simulator. And the chat, guys, is open. If you have any questions, let me know. I do all my best to answer whatever it is. And if you stay the end of this webinar, I will show you, and I want to invite you to our trading community where you can ask in calmness whatever you want. Razol, greetings. So maybe you want to type in the chat box where you're coming from. So I'm in Germany. It's a little town in Lower Bavaria. It's at I have 50 miles to the border of Austria. So deep, deep, deep in Bavaria and Germany. And maybe you can type where are you from UK. Greetings to the island of UK. And let's see what we can do today together. So basically, let's talk from UK as well. Great. So I guess you speak better English than me, but I hope you will understand me. Israel, oh my God, that's far away. I have one of my best colleagues and traders is from Israel as well. He's living close to Tel Aviv, of course. Ghana, Ernest, greetings to Ghana, of course. So let's talk about the trading simulator. You know all my speeches in the past, and then you see, then I guess trading, based on fact, trading is a game of probability. So you should make sure that your used trading strategy is profitable in a long run. So let me ask this question. I want to have a little bit communication with you this afternoon. And Razol likes to learn Germany. Okay, that's a big challenge. I guess it's the same like me. I wanted to learn English, of course. So my question to you is this afternoon, do you have a statistically proven strategy already? Do you have such a thing? And how long did you test it, this strategy? Please type in the chat box, please. Or if you have otherwise any questions, then let me know. But my question to you is this afternoon, do you have statistically proven strategy you use, I guess, more than 3 or 4 years? Do you have such one? Because this is the basic So no, I haven't. Thanks for your frank answer. Just joining. Okay. If you want to join, just have a look, please. So you know, this is the hourly class. And never forget, guys, trading, how should I say, you can lose yourself in trading. You can waste your lifetime with trading. And every second, which is gone, which is run away, you come closer and closer and closer to your inevitable end of this life. And trading is a really, really dangerous thing, really dangerous thing. You can lose your everything with trading. You see on the lower bottom, on the bottom of this slide, 81% of retail traders lose money. That's too much, guys. And this is one of the points. If you don't have a strategy you can follow, you will lose money and yourself and unpayable or priceless lifetime. Stop it right now. If you don't have a strategy, please stop trading right now. You will lose everything. And I don't want that you lose anything in trading. This is why we make this webinars with Paul, Jens, and myself. We want to teach you, we want to encourage you that trading success is possible. But there are some basics you have to learn. And having a strategy is one of the rough things. That's one of the basic things. Without a strategy, yes, you can have fun. But to be honest, is losing money, not demo account, real money, is losing money fun? Is that really funny? So, for example, I have a friend in Ghana, in Kumasi, and I know life is very, very expensive over there, and people suffering and starving over there. Losing money in trading? How much food could I buy with that money you lose in trading without having a strategy, for example? Please think about that. And your lifetime is running over, guys. With every second, this planet, no one left forever alive. No one. Don't forget that. So it's okay if you want to have fun, but then stop trading. Not having fun with trading without having a strategy. This is coming from the bottom of my heart because I lost everything. And I want that you avoid to make the same experience like me, please. Think about that. I'm testing breakout strategies, getting slowly there, but with low risk. Yes, it's nice testing breakout strategies. Breakout strategies are really fun, but it's also very dangerous. And there is, look at the bottom, there is a special reason why 80% lose money. And in 2 weeks, or the end of this month, I have my next webinar, the over next week, why people lose money in trading. So just to see what's happened with different indicators. I lost money because I tried different indicators. That's true. Stop trading with indicators. Let me tell you this one. Opriya, so it's Opriya Petri, yes. Stop trading with indicators. You have to dive deeper into trading. Indicators are really good, but that's not the holy grail. You have to have a deeper understanding. If you want to become successful in trading, you need to use other things, but not indicators. Indicators just show you what you can see in the chart. There are lagging indicators and leading indicators. Watch the channel from YouTube of Admiral Markets. There I made a webinar months ago, I guess, about leading and lagging indicators. You don't need them. I tried it. I made a lot of experience with indicators and I lost everything with it. Stop it. Stop it and dive deeper into the knowledge and the insights of real trading. Believe me, I tried everything in trading. I'm in trading around 20 years right now. And believe me, you don't want to have that experience I made in my past. My family left me. You don't want to need that. Please stop it right now. So I want to introduce you a special strategy today and a little bit why you should first try it with a simulator, maybe in MetaTrader, of course, because this kind of simulator allows you to test potential trading strategies by historical data. Did you ever do that? So maybe to Opriya, you know indicators. So did you make a back test? If not, it's just like guessing. And come on, guys, let's have fun together, but not with trading. You see, you didn't make a back test. How will you know if it's successful what you do there? That's the problem. So would you do the same? For example, would you do the same in your real life? Would you buy something without reading a test in the newspaper? Would you buy a car without making a test drive? Would you do that? I guess no. So would you marry a girl without having fun before? I guess not. Why do you do that in trading? How can you imagine that you can make money without testing what you do there? Not in real money, on a simulator, of course, that you can figure out, is it basically profitable what you want to do there? All the other things, guys, trading without having a strategy, which is proven, which is positive proven, is like guessing. That's like, how should I say, gambling. And if you want to make money with trading, stop gambling. And believe me, unfortunately, I know what I'm talking about. And you should do that. Please, would you show strategies which is working well? Yes, if you stay this webinar, I will show you a strategy because I did it 18 years right now. And I had a lovely speech there. I had a lovely call this from my mentor noon, the lunch. And we talked to each other how we can help people to become successful. And he mentioned again to me, Marcus, teach the people to have the real insights about trading. That's not red and green candles. That's the basics. But let's go a little bit further. So to prove it, you need a strategy, then prove it and make some tests, demo account, not in real money. You will waste money in lifetime. Take this money, give it to your kiddies, buy some food or something else for your wife, shoes or something else, but not testing in real money. Stop doing that. You will suffer about that on the long run, believe me. So we use MetaTrader, of course, in trading software. So this software recreates the behavior of trades and their reaction to a special trading strategy. So here comes Dan, using MACD sample from MT4, but have difficulties to set up correctly. Dan, stop doing that. MACD is nice to use, but it's not the holy grail. You cannot, it's possible to work with MACD, but not in this overbought, oversold strategy. It doesn't work. Believe me, I tried it in, I guess, 15 years ago. I tried this MACD strategy. It doesn't work. You have to use it in a different way, as a helpful tool, but not build on a strategy on it. And this is what I can say, what I have to say about the MACD, of course. So if we make some simulator strategy, or if we simulate strategies, maybe of MetaTrader, then the result data can then be used to measure and optimize the effectiveness of a given strategy you want to use before applying. That's the point, you see, before applying it to real market conditions, with real money, guys. Where is the sense? Again, you wouldn't buy a car without making a test drive before. I guess you don't want to spend thousands of euros or dollars or whatever over there without having a driver, without a test drive. Why? You wouldn't do that. Stop doing that in trading. You lose too much money. It is an expert advisor gave me money. It's okay. Yes, I know that. There exists a lot of expert advisors, especially from other markets. That's really good things, of course, but it's not the holy grail. You need to understand what this expert advisor, what this strategy is doing, especially if you have loss. Did you ever have loss? Or did you ever have loss in your trading strategy? Did you ever have loss with your expert advisor? So type it in. Did you understand why? That's the most important part. So simulated strategies work on the assumption that trades that had performed successfully in the past will well perform in the future. That's a really tricky thing, guys. Really tricky thing. You know, the profit from the past is never predictable in the future. We have different market conditions. We have special times today, Corona, whatever, around the world. The world is going crazy. Watch the news, actually. There is no guarantee. There is no guarantee that if you test your strategy on a simulator, that it works in the future as well. So, and now here comes the interesting, really interesting point based on the last sentence. So let me take this example from Dan. He's using an expert advisor from Admiral Markets based on MACD. So maybe you can make a back test, but who is making this back test? You or the computer? Who makes the back test? It's always the computer, but the computer doesn't have emotions. The back test says the computer pushed the button, never changed the stop, got out of the market when the signal is coming, made every trade, doesn't have to go to the restroom, doesn't need to have time for the wife or kiddies. The computer makes what you're doing, what you're saying to do. That's the point. So now you got a result and said, oh, this strategy is really interesting. I want to do the same. But you are not the computer. You are a human. You have your emotions. And if you watch such kind of graph, for example, I want to show you in a couple of minutes, and you can see, oh, that's a great graph. That's a great performance. But if you scroll out, you can see, oh, there are really drawdown phases. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses in a row. But you watch from distance. You watch in the back, in the past. But guys, you are living on the right side of the chart right now. And now you make the experience having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses in a row. Did you ever make this experience? Type in the chat box, yes or no. Did you ever make the experience that you have losses, maybe 3, 5, 4 losses in a row? Type in the chat box, yes or no. Did you ever make this experience? I did it a lot of times. Yes, yes, yes. I got a lot of yes here. Indeed, it is. How do you feel after your 5th loss in a row with real money? How do you feel? Ask your computer how the computer felt. Did you hear your computer ever complaining? Oh, I have so many losses right now. What should I do right now? No, computer never asked about that. He made a simple back test and give you a result. The computer doesn't have any emotions, but you have emotions. And you have to push the button after the 6 loss in a row. So where's the sense of the trading simulator? It's just an information that your strategy could be profitable, which means you have to do exactly the same like the computer in the past. You can never miss a signal. Never. You can never miss a stop loss. You can never change your stop loss. You can never break the rules. Never. If you make one mistake, the strategy is bullshit. You have a different result as your computer. That's the point. This is one of the biggest mistakes in trading. If you make, maybe you want to be, how should I say, you want to be a day trader in 5-minute chart. And you give a back test to the computer and says, okay, give me a back test about MACD, of course, about the last 3 months in Euro USD or DAX or Dow Jones or whatever. And the computer says, okay, I make this and you get a profitable result. 5 minutes. So watch the graph, watch the result, watch the record, the record. Did you ever make a trade in the night, 3 o'clock, when the computer did it? Can you make the same? If not, you will have indeed a different result from your back test. That's the deeper things you have to think about. I hope you can follow my thoughts, what I try to explain, because I'll make all these mistakes. But I never used any indicator. I don't believe in indicator. Yes, that's true. Join the club, Rasul. Join the club. So, how to find a strategy? Let's talk about a really interesting strategy. Guys, trading is like a job. And in every job, you have rules and strategies here. Do you? Maybe you can compare it with your normal job. You have to follow the words of your manager. You have to follow the rules of your company. And if you don't do that, yeah, I guess you get a punishment or you can go out. So, and they kick you out from the office, of course. The problem or the big challenge in trading is that trading is based only on probabilities. I guess it's completely different from having a job. If you have a job, guys, then you go to your job, you make your job and everything is fine. At the end of the month, you got your salary. And maybe it's almost the same every month. If you follow the rules, if you stick to rules, if you are obeyed to your manager, and if you do everything right, I guess you always will get your salary. Maybe most of the times. And with this behavior, you come to trading. And then you figure out, okay, I can stick to my rules, but I lose money. What the heck is going on here? And then you realize that trading is just only a kind of probability. It's just only a game of probabilities, no more, no less. So to use a simulator, Sandra is asking me, to use a simulator for test a strategy instead of demo account will be like trading with a robot. To use a simulator for test a strategy will be like trading. Yes, yes. It's like you have to trade like a robot. And if you cannot make sure that you can do the same like your robot or like the back tests, you will never have the same result as the computer did in the past, Sandra. That's the point. This is why I'm teaching like I'm teaching. I teach about the human factor, guys. Trading is based on 10% strategy, but 90% of humanity or personality. That's the biggest point in trading. So, and one of the rules is having a strategy. So therefore you need a strategy. You can be proven with statistic. And therefore you can use this simulator, maybe from MetaTrader, of course. So a strategy, it's like a kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. I guess you heard already, you heard this sentence already. Keep it simple and stupid. Because a strategy isn't the biggest challenge in trading. The bigger challenge is taking place in your mind. As I mentioned a couple of minutes before, you're always on the right side of the chart, ladies and gentlemen. And the moment you push the button, you will never know what happens next minute, next second. You can never know. Once you push the button to start your trade, you will never know the result of this one single trade. You will never know. You don't have such a crystal ball. It's kind of strategy based on rules, based on a strategy. But every simple strategy brings you losses as well, like profits. But the point is, how do you react on your losses? How do you handle the losses? How do you handle the profits? This is the thing which is taking place in your mind. Because you know, once you tested your strategy, maybe you got a result, okay, it's proven it's positive. But if you can make the same in trading, in real trading, on the right side of the chart, can you do that the same? And that's the point. So Dan is asking, your analysis I followed for years. Oh, thanks, Dan. Yeah, I guess we know each other years. We should having a dinner sometime. I want to invite you, of course. I need the figures for point of control because I can't see values in MetaTrader 4. Thanks in advance. And maybe you should get in our community or write me an email, then we can talk about that. Of course, I hope you agree. Okay, having a strong strategy leads to fewer emotions when you trade. Why? Because a strong strategy, ladies and gentlemen, brings calm and brings kind of confidence, and you will trust what you do there. Even especially, you know that you have a strong strategy which is working well. Thinking of trading as a job, again, and this is based on a strategy which is statistically proven positive. So ask one question, do you have fear in your job right now? Do you go to your job tomorrow or maybe today? Do you feel this kind of fear? Why not? Because you know what you have to do every day, especially or unless you started with a new job, then it's a kind of excitement, you know, and a little bit fear. I don't know what I have to do today. But after a couple of days or weeks, you will know where's the restroom, you know, where's the canteen, you know what you have to do, and the fear is going to be less. The same you have to do with trading. You have to reduce you have to reduce the fear and all the other unadventurable emotions, for example. So let's talk about a simple, really simple strategy. And for that, we need this wonderful, amazing, very famous guy. His name is Charles DoW. And he has some tenets. He figured out some tenets of the DoW theory and how we can use them in our modern age. So we have some of them. Let's talk about. Just only very in a surface way here. The charts discount everything. You don't need any indicators. Watch the chart and you can see everything. You don't need to do fundamental analysis, because you can spend a lot of times with fundamental analysis, of course, but at the end, you figured out everything about a share, a stock, or currency, or whatever. You have to push the button and your order just jumping in the order book. That's all. So the charts discounts everything or shows you everything. Second one, every chart has 3 trends. If you think there doesn't exist a trend, Jesus, open your eyes. There are always trends, always. Once we don't have a trend, we don't have any trading anymore. Markets are closed. Then you don't have a trend. But the moment you have a trend, a moment the markets is going to open, then you will have a trend. So then we talk about 3 phases. Every major trend have 3 phases: accumulation, progression, acceleration phase. Did you ever heard that? Did you ever hear about that? 3 phases? That's the deeper causes how trading works. And then the price must confirm the trend. If you are cheap or if you are expensive in your price. Never forget, you don't trade gold, guys. You don't trade a stock. You don't trade a share. You don't trade a currency. You always trade the price of that what you see in your chart. That's the point why you should think in prices, not in indicators, oscillators, expert advisors, all the other things which brings volatility into the market. Think in prices. And the only thing you can make money in trading is buying cheap, selling expensive, or selling expensive, buying back cheap. That's the only way you can make money, not with indicators. That helpful tools, yes, but before you use such tools, you have to understand your job, ladies and gentlemen. It's the same like in your normal job too. If you don't understand your job, you cannot know which tools you should use. Isn't it? Yes or no? And in trading, it's the same. Before you use any tools, you should know you should know the market. Before you use any tools, you should understand how the market really works. Last one, a trend is assumed to be ineffective until it gives definite signals that it has reversed, which means, long story short, a trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break, guys. And this, guys, is the simple DoW strategy. So this name I created with a friend, the DoW strategy, which is a combination between the DoW strategy, the Dow Jones, DoW theory, Jesus Christ, and the real know-how, how you can use the DoW strategy. This is the combination between the words DoW. So, and you can listen to the word, I can use it in Asia as well, the DoW, you know? So it's international word. That's the reason why we created, I guess, 10 years ago, we created this strategy, and we didn't found it. We didn't find it. We just figured it out how it works. So what you mean DoW strategies? Please explain more. I'd like to learn that. Look at this one. This is the DoW strategy. And this is based on the rules. You see everything in the chart, 3 trends, 3 phases, and the price. So this is the strategy. And this is the picture, ladies and gentlemen, you can see in every chart without any indicator, without the pure naked chart. You always see this picture. And this is a wonderful hit quote between round about 70%, which means if you make 100 trades, you will have 70 winners and 30 losers. And with this kind of strategy, you can make money if you can handle your losses and if you can accept this inevitable fact that you don't know if you will get a huge profit or a medium profit or a less profit or sometimes a zero gain. This you have to accept. But basically the DoW strategy is one of the simplest strategies ever, which means you jump in the market when the market is in a valid trend and if the market is in a correction. Stop trading in the top. Stop trading in the low. Wait. If you have a trend, if you can see the correction, and then trade with the trend. And then jump in the accumulation phase. Let the market decide how much money you will get. If you are the first guy in the train, you will have a comfortable seat and you have a relaxing journey. This is what you have to do. And this is what I teach in my private and my personal coachings. Very, very deep. We train that a lot of hours that you can see that it's kind of routine on the right side of the chart. So burn it in your burn it on your mind, and maybe you can watch this on YouTube on Friday, I guess, or on Saturday. Then my colleague from Admiral Markets will publish this recording. So how can you test your strategy? Do it by, for example, you can do it by yourself, of course, on a demo account, of course, please. Or maybe you can make it with an expert advisor. I created this kind of expert advisor, of course. You can test it with MetaTrader. So the definition of a simulating application is a set of technical rules applied to the historical price data and the subsequent analysis of the returns that a strategy would have generated over a specific period of time. But never forget, it's the past. But now, guys, I want to show you real data, real. So let's jump into the chart. So if you want to test any kind of strategy, open Admiral Markets, then open on View, then your strategy tester. Then you can here open an indicator, or maybe an expert advisor. Then you can figure out which kind of expert advisor do you have here, maybe for Admiral Markets, or maybe some indicators. Then set all your things where you want to test, Euro USD, for example, and which time frame, 5 minute, whatever, and then the date where you want to test. This is maybe from July, 1st of July till yesterday. So, and then you can go to start, and then the back test will come up after a couple of minutes. So, you know, this is how the MetaTrader basically works. At the end, as a result, you have on the lower side here kind of report and a graph. So this is the way you can test your proven or your given strategy in the past. And if you get a positive result like this one, so you see, this is a real account with my own. I've been taught there are only 2 rules, of course. So you see the graph. This is more than 1 year. This is my DoW trading approach. DoW theory, simple strategy out of the correction in direction of the trend. That's all. And the moment you get a positive profit factor, it's more than 1, which means, for this example, 115, which means you risk $1 and you get out 115, which means it's a profitable strategy in the long run. Every number which is more than 1 is a positive strategy. Then you see I have a maximal drawdown of 90%. This is what you have to handle, the drawdown phases. Because the computer doesn't ask about any emotions. Oh, it's got a heart attack about the 6th loss in a row. Oh my God, I must stop right now. My wife is asking, is barking to me, and is yelling at me. Oh my God. That computer isn't interested on that point, but you on the right side of the chart. Yes, don't lose money, the first rule, and the second, don't forget number rule. That's great, absolutely. But the point is you will lose money in trading, and this is what you have had to handle it. So, and now I will show you a result. It's going back 3 years, real account, guys. So, and this is my private account. You see, I'm in the 3rd year right now, which is published. I have more results in the past, but this is an official account. You can see the 3rd year in a row, which I trade this simple strategy. It is in profit. First year, I doubled the account. Last year was not the best, but it's 5, it's positive, and that's the point. And this year, I'm in profit with 50%. But this is the graph. Look at this one. This is the simple real account, not a back test. This is real, guys. And this is my big benefit that I can show you in a real account, which real trades last 3 years, almost 3 years. So now you see the result. You see profit factor 1.26, which means I risk $1 and I get out 126. This is why it's profitable. So you see, I have winning trades, 37% are winning trades. This is how you have to trade. This is a, what is this program you track your account? This is Trader's Yacht, of course. This is Trader's Yacht where we have our community. I will invite you at the end of this webinar. Jesus Christ, we have 5 minutes to go, guys. So this is how you can make this your, how should I say? You can use your simulator on MetaTrader, and then you get out this result. Of course, it looks like this one. This is the graph, or this is what you get out here. Yes, 77% maximal drawdown. That's possible. It's possible, but it's profitable. Sometimes it is. You have to handle this. Yeah. So, basically, it's a real account, no trick in it. Okay. So this is was a quick example. So let's go on. If you want to improve your trading results, and Mark is right, there was sometime in the special stage, it was 77% drawdown phase, but you see the result is positive. This could be if you cut your losses and you let the winners run. But this is a mental point. This is a kind of humility. And if you don't be strong enough, you can't do that in that way. And for that, you need a teacher, which will teach you every day, which will support you in that way. So sometimes when I reach my stop loss, I want to remove it so I get a chance to profit in reversal. Sometimes it works and sometimes it really does a lot of damage and losses. What do you recommend? Should I stick to the first stop loss or set the move? Yes, you should stick to your stop loss. If you change your stop loss, it's a human part, because the stop loss should protect your trading idea. And if the price reach your target, or if your stop loss, Sandra, then your trading idea isn't more valid. You have to stop there. All the other things is kind of hoping. And hoping is not a good advisor for trading. You see, I guess we have to talk a lot of things about that, but don't do that. Let it stop. And if the price goes in your direction or works in direction, try it again and try it again. But never change your stop loss. Never. Unless it's a trading stop loss if you're on a profit. That's other topic we talked about last week. Okay, maybe you remember. So if you want to improve your trading, this is kind of what Sandra is asking about the setting the stop loss or changing the stop loss. It's a kind of emotions. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to lose money. I take my stop loss far away. It's a kind of punishment. And you see, it's the human part. But if you have a tested and proven trading strategy, the most obvious thing to do to get more trades and increase your performance is to add more instruments to the ones you're already trading. Stop trading with one chart. Use more. One strategy, more instruments. That's the secret in trading. The next thing on the list when thinking about increasing trading frequency and trading performance is to just change trading lower time frames. Maybe if you have time for it, switch from 4-hourly chart, maybe down to 5-minute. So you can improve your trading results as long as you can make sure that you stick to the rules. So, and maybe you can work with your position sizing, to make your trade up to the next level. Maybe you can, if you are strong enough, then you can make maybe 1% or 2% or 3%. If you trust yourself, then you can improve your trading results as well. So, or maybe you add a new trading strategy. So for example, I use 8 different strategies, 8. And this is what I teach all my people and in the personal coachings, 8. This is kind of diversification in time frames, instruments, and of course in strategies. So, but be careful what you do there. You have to understand what you do in trading, of course. Please, if you add a new trading method, then you have to test it before that you can trust what you do on the right side of the chart. That is what my mentor taught me. And he said, Marcus, if you want to reach a goal, ask someone who is already there. Because this is the only guy who can say, who can tell you and how he can explain you how you can go this way. This is the point. Let's make a short conclusion, ladies and gentlemen. A simulator allows traders to set, oh damn, it's hot, potential trading strategies using historical data. And never forget, trading is like a job. And at every job, you have to stick to the rules and strategies, always. And based on the fact, trading is a kind of game of probabilities. You should make sure that your use trading strategies is profitable on the long run, not in a short run, long run. If you are profitable 3 years in a row, like me, then you're on the right track. Not 3 months, not 4 months, not 1 year. It's not an expression. You have to become more than 3 years. Then you can prove that you're really successful. And a trustful and a strong strategy will lower all your emotions, fear, greed, regret, whatever. And of course, if you improve your trading, then please be aware of all your emotions, biases, and personality traits. This is what you have to do at the most important thing. So I guess you have a lot of questions. Maybe you have a lot of questions. I want to invite you to our Trading Spotlight community. After the webinar, I invite you to Trader's Yard. Look at this one, Trader's Yard. This is the same like here. And here is Trader's Yard. And there we have our Trading Spotlight community. And you see, we have Trading Spotlight community. We have our chat there. You can see me there. You can talk to me there, whatever you want. I want to invite you. The only point is you have to open an Admiral Markets account, a real account, of course, put some money on it, and then my colleague will give you the access to this wonderful family. We trade like a family there, and we are always there for you. I'm always in the cam almost the whole day. So I want to invite you. And then otherwise you want to be a teacher, Google my name and then we'll find all the information. Or jump to my homepage, tradingandpersonality.com. There you can book your own talking appointment. Yes, that's the point. So Jens, my lovely friend and congenius partner, is talking to you on Friday, futures and options, and how do they compare to CFDs. And he will explain you everything about this topic on Friday, same place, same time. And I want to say to my colleague, host beyond the scenes, and Admiral Markets, that we can do that every day, almost 3 times a week. And I hope we will see each other again next week on Wednesday when it's called Markets Time. I hope you had a little bit fun. And if you have any questions, I'll always see around of you. And yes, let me finish as always. Be careful about your thoughts. You know, they're the beginning of your actions. See you. Bye-bye.